Hello, my beloved Scorpios. This is Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology, and I'm here with you guys today for an October general reading. We're about halfway through October, so this is really good for the next month or so. Honestly, whenever you find it, even though I do have dates on my reading, they are timeless. Whenever you find it, if you feel like it resonates, go ahead and take it as your message at that time. I also want to go ahead, and I got out of the habit of saying this in every video, but I do want to remind everybody that these are general collective readings. I do believe that there's a message in almost every reading for somebody, but not 100% of every reading is for everyone. All right. So if this doesn't resonate, check out your moon and rising signs. There's a link in the description box that will get you to a place you can plug in your birth info and take a peek at your chart so that you know which signs to take a look at. And if you guys want to book a personal reading with me, you can also find that information below, as well as the link to the extended. So we're going to go ahead and get into these cards, probably pull a little bit more clarifiers, and then we'll go over to Vimeo to complete the reading. Thank you guys so much for being here. Did I already say Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign? What else was there? I don't know. I'm getting into the reading. Wow, Scorpios. I kind of want to start by giving you all a great big hug right now. All right? I want to give you all a great big hug and say, stop. You're beating yourselves up right now. You are running some scenarios in your head right now that are really, really kind of exacerbating the kind of crummy feeling that you're sitting in. Let me go ahead and get into this. This is an energy. By the way, the Mercury retrograde, Mercury just went retrograde on the 13th. Today's the 15th. That is going to... It's going to be in Scorpio for 2 weeks. So on the 27th, it's going to move out. On the 3rd of November, Mercury will go direct. It will continue through Libra and then re-enter Scorpio on the 10th of November. I want to let you guys know all of that because the universe is taking you on a little trip through your mind and your feelings in a way that you're not super comfortable with necessarily. I feel like you guys feel like you've been put into a state that is going to be perpetual, that is never going to end. And that is not the case. All right? At the very latest, by mid-November, when Mars has gone retrograde, whatever it is that you are wanting to work towards, you will begin to feel capable to work towards it again. Right now, you guys are very, very focused on a past energy and trying to heal from that, all right? So, Starkeeper came out. I'm interpreting him as a little bit of a spirit guide, all right? Some sort of divine entanglement. I don't know why that word came out. All right. It might be an actual person that you've met in your life. I understand. This could be a person you met in your life who has a very, very open heart. They keep their heart open like a portal. And for those of you guys who don't know, that is the actual quote inside the box. Your heart is a portal of the Starseed Oracle. So it's an important theme in every reading. And you can see right here too, this heart portal is opening up. All right? Isn't that great? Either you met somebody who had a very, very open heart portal and that triggered you to open up your heart chakra, or some sort of spiritual guidance has come in and just kind of started poking you in the heart chakra. Kind of get that energy moving around, get you to begin to open up to feelings that had previously been repressed. All right? That's what's important, you guys, about this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, because Scorpio is about that which lies deep within. Sometimes your feelings as Scorpios have the deepest feelings. Let's just be honest. That's what Scorpio is. And it's almost like, the image I'm getting in my mind is actually like those trenches in the ocean that go down so far that it's really, really dark down there. And the only thing that can live in that environment are animals that are adapted to living in complete darkness. There is a part of every single Scorpio, especially if you're a Scorpio moon or Venus or Neptune, I don't know, of every single Scorpio that exists in that way. It's a deep, deep well of emotion, and it's easier to just remain blind to it. All right? consciously, like not allow conscious awareness of our deepest feelings. That is a Scorpio trait. So what I'm seeing here is that some sort of experience, either another person, I would say this would be a person who's very, very spiritual, or a spirit guide, an angel, an ancestor, someone coming through from the other side of the veil who has come through and activated your heart chakra. So now, whether you like it or not, your heart is also being opened up to become a portal. All right? And you're kind of like, I already feel a lot of you being like, no, they just show me gates. Gates come down, and just like boom, like the sound of the gates coming down. Okay? Because Scorpio, because of those deep, deep emotions, and also the fact that like Scorpio represents the subconscious. So sometimes what happens is Scorpios in their youth or in their childhood have this great, big, wide heart. And they assume that everybody has that same great, big, wide, deep, 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 deep heart. But something happens that causes them to shut it down. And then it can take the whole rest of their lifetime to open it back up again. All right? So what's happening now is this heart is opening. This heart chakra is opening. This light is pouring through. This, how do I say this? Oh my God, it's so beautiful, you guys. I love this message. I wish I could somehow transport you into my brain and let you know just what Spirit is showing me and how they're making me feel. Because this, to me, I'm just focusing on the word activated. Okay, and also trust where you're led. What happens is once you begin to open up your heart chakra, it truly does become a portal in that which your heart desires beams right in. Isn't that magical? Isn't that amazing? Did you not know you had that power all this time, Scorpio? That when you truly open your heart, when you raise those bars, what happens is it engages your heart in a direct conversation with the universe. And you don't even have to say it out loud. That which your heart desires, boom, it's going to come streaming in. But what's happening now, there's just all these sparkles. It's about illumination. Things that you did in the past that was more comfortable for you to keep the emotional part of it out of sight, now you can't help it. All the emotional part of everything is in sight. So congratulations, your heart chakra is open. But what you guys are going through right now is, God, I can feel this so viscerally, is this sense of disappointment in the way that you've acted in the past. Okay? There's this part of you that's mad. There's this part of you that is mad. It's the lion. Your pride is hurt about the way you acted in the past, because now you're working from this heart space, this place of more enlightenment. And now that you're looking at certain things from the past with your heart space open, it's really hard to ignore the emotional disappointment. You might have caused hurt to somebody else and not really known it at the time, but now that you see it, there's not anything you can't go back and like undo that. So this strength to me represents being able to accept this truth, coming to terms with yourself, and that there are ways that you acted when your heart chakra was closed that they disappoint even you. God, you guys, I keep getting this image. For some of you, like I said, for some of you, this whole process was initiated by somebody that you knew who was of I don't like using the terms higher and lower consciousness, but a much more expanded consciousness. So this is somebody who does not see things just as they are on the surface. They see at least 3 different layers of what's going on. Energetically, emotionally, physically, mentally. This person probably how do I say this? Their heart chakra portal is exceptionally active. And here's the thing. When you learn to center yourself in your heart chakra, it unlocks the power of your upper chakras, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. Okay? So what that means is somebody who's there's something very fifth dimensional about this person. That's why I say they're either somebody who's very spiritual that you met and engaged with, or they are a spirit guide. But that same fifth dimensional energy I associate with whales. So something that you did in the past made this whale go away. In other words, you are blocking off your own access to expanded consciousness, expanded dimensions of being and reality. Okay? Whole parts of yourself that you denied. Because this person's in this, ooh, yes, I see it. With the red and the purple, that's the root and the crown. So what are you going to do? Are you going to act in the way that's always seemed safe and empowering to you by focusing on the 3D, the real world, everything that's really going on in front of our eyes, and ignoring what's going on at the energetic level? That's what the red chakra is all about. That's what the red represents to me. Because Scorpios are exceptionally powerful. Scorpio is all about power. It's very much about power in the real world. And to me, those things are rooted in the lower chakras. But power in the cosmic world, power on the fifth dimension, that's got to come from your upper chakras, right? So it's like this person was given an opportunity to expand their consciousness and see something from a different angle, and they did not. They chose to play it safe. And therefore, this enlightened being went away. And the Hanged Man is an enlightened being, somebody who is able to see the higher perspective of things. And you didn't see that before, and now you do, and it's a really uncomfortable feeling. It's a really uncomfortable feeling. They just show me these 8 buttons as pentacles, so it's almost like, what work can there even be done to fix this now? That's part of what you guys, like if you were like, oh man, my heart chakra was so blocked in the past and I definitely acted from that space. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in the consequences of that. If an 8 of coins appeared to you right now, in other words, a path, a set of instructions, here's the work you have to do to fix it, you would pick that up and you would get to work. But you don't have that. You don't know how to fix. You don't know how to fix this. Okay? So I definitely feel like you've withdrawn. I feel like you've gone within. And it's like, I don't know, this is crazy to me. It's almost like, here's you, Scorpio, and here's the truth. And you're alone in the same room with the truth, but you're not trying to look at it. You're alone in the same room with the truth, but you're not trying to look at it. Because what's going on in your head right now, the message that's there for you, if you would take it, is let the sun set on this chapter and let tomorrow be a brand new day. Let tomorrow be a brand new day. But what you're worried about is that if you let the sun set on this chapter, all hell will break loose. This right here is what's going on in your mind right now, Scorpio. And I set him up right because that's a goal. Visualize that, okay? I don't know why I'm tapping it like that. Visualize that. Okay? Because there's all that water behind him is emotion. He's at the higher perspective. Okay? And so here's what's going on in your mind. Because like I said, you're in the same room with the truth, but you're not looking at it. What are you looking at instead? These illusions. I'm going to turn all the cards upright one at a time so you can see them. See, this is you having illusions, imagining all the chaos and catastrophe maybe that you caused in the past, maybe that you expect to endure as a consequence of the way that you acted in the past. You're like, well, I guess my life's just gonna be a mess now. But it's also this almost like this feeling like you have to proceed on eggshells in order not to cause some sort of cataclysmic event. Right? Like you're just imagining that something's going to blow up in your face. Okay? But you're imagining it. Okay? Some of you guys, what you would really like is to be able to maybe have the strength to initiate a conversation that would bring clarity to the chaos that you provided in the past so that you can wrap up that cycle and move on from it. Some of you guys are spinning around and around in your head about how you will never be free of the despair, of the mad that you're feeling about yourself right now. Some of you guys are feeling like the damage has been done and this is something that cannot be fixed. That's the energy that you're focusing on right now. That's right, Spirit. Spirit's letting me know, and I'm letting you know. When it comes to, I finally found a term for it and I love it. Quantum navigation. That is basically going within yourself, in your own subconscious, and setting up visuals, setting up metaphors. So for instance, if I said, you know what, my heart chakra needs to be unblocked, it needs to be open, maybe I would imagine this as maybe imagine it full of rocks, and imagine all of the rocks being cleared out of that space and this light being beamed in, right? So creating like a visual of your internal structures so that you can navigate and even manipulate them when you desire, okay? What that has to do with this vision that I'm having right now is that you're sitting in the same room with the truth and trying not to look at it. As soon as you turn to that truth and say, oh, hey, hi, I understand the truth. What happens, what they just showed me, is this light moves into your heart and it just opens up and it starts beaming in. If you choose that your heart chooses forgiveness, reconciliation, making amends, guess what? Once you choose it and it's there in your heart, you immediately attract it. You attract that energy. Okay? But as long as your heart is closed, you can't attract anything into it. It's just blocked up. Nothing. See? You are good enough. And look, that Virgo full moon came out right under the Hermit. The Hermit represents Virgo in the tarot. We also, see, we have look at these cards talking with each other. Confidence is your key to success. This is solar plexus work right here. I'm going to sneeze. Give me a second. Maybe I'm not. Wow. That one took a while to get out. Thank you for your patience. This strength card, you're trying so hard to stay strong in this moment because it's almost like you're hitting yourself in the head like, God, dumbass, like I can't believe I did that. In order for you to do differently in the future, guess what you need? Confidence that you can do differently in the future. If you're consistently beating yourself up about the past, that is literally going to zap your courage and your confidence to do anything different in the future. Look at these cards talking to each other. Let's get one more. Advice for my Scorpio, please, at this time. Okay, how can we maybe get them? Look at this, a time for healing. This is a time for healing, all right? Let the heart heal. And then let it attract what you truly desire, okay? Let the heart heal and then truly and look, adjustments are needed. All you know that Yes, the end of a tough cycle is approaching. Because what I was about to say is, you know that you can just sit here and be lost because you got hermit energy on board, Scorpio. Besides, you Scorpios are like amazing strategists. They're very smart. You know that if you just keep swimming around in all this doubt and everything like that, that's exactly the way that's going to end up. But as soon as you turn the light on, turn and look at the truth that is sitting there alone with you in that space, and allow that space to be healed. You can't just blast your heart chakra open and then go out there and start righting all the wrongs that your blocked heart chakra created. You got to allow that to heal, because otherwise you're acting from a very reactionary space. All right? So the end of this cycle is approaching, and the reason why, Scorpio, is because you choose that. You choose that. Full moon in Capricorn will probably happen in December or January for some of you guys. This healing process needs to take a couple of months. But what's happening right now in this Scorpio Mercury retrograde, that which is trapped deep in the emotions, all those deep emotional things that you did not want to bring into your conscious mind, guess what? They're getting brought in. All right? So, best of luck to you. Lots of love and compassion coming your way. If you want to follow me over to Vimeo, we're going to go ahead and get into this a little deeper. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys back here again soon. Take care.